ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਖਾਸ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਜੀ ਆਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਸੀਆਂ ਸ਼ਖਸੀਅਤਾਂ, ਐਸੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ 'ਤੇ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਹੈ, ਐਸੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਐਸਾ ਉਦਮ ਉਪਰਾਲਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਆ। ਇੱਕ ਐਸੀ ਸੇਵਾ, ਮਨੁੱਖਤਾ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਇੱਕ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਸੇਵਾ ਲਿੱਤੀ। ਅੱਜ ਉਸ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਲਈ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੰਗਤ ਟੀਵੀ ਦੇ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਹਾਜ਼ਰੀਆਂ ਭਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਨ ਭਾਈ ਰਣਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ। ਭਾਈ ਰਣਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਭਾਈ ਬਲਬੀਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, ਭਾਈ ਬਲਬੀਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੋਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਗਤ ਟੈਲੀਵਿਜ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਜੀ ਆਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ ਫॉर ਕਮਿੰਗ ਟੂ ਦ ਸਟੂਡੀਓਜ਼ ਐਂਡ ਇੱਕ ਖਾਸ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ। ਟੂਡੇ ਵੀ ਵਿਲ ਟਾਕ both in Punjabi and English for both side of our audience, क्योंकि साढ़े सियाने भी सुनते हैं, उन्होंने भी थोड़ी जी जरूरी है कि पंजाबी विच आपां दसना है। रणदीप जी, निष्काम SWAT थोड़ी जी बैकग्राउंड हिस्टरी इस दे बारे साढ़े दर्शकों के नाल सांझ पाओ। You want to speak in English, it's not a problem, जिस तरह भी आप ठीक समझो।
ठीक है। Okay, so firstly, I would like to thank Sangat TV and yourself for allowing us to come on and speak to yourself and share our story. And then I think the ultimate thank you goes to Waheguru that we are able to be here. We are blessed with this seva. So the history, we started in 2008 as a youth project. And the reason why this was because we saw a problem in our local area, which was drugs and alcohol. So homelessness was never on the agenda, nor was it on my agenda. So we started in 2008. We had a youth club running, and the whole point of this club was to educate the youth about the dangers of drugs and alcohol. And it was going great. For 1 year, it was going solid. The kids enjoyed it. The message was going out. The Sikhi seed was being planted. That's where it stopped. We wasn't there to do any prachar. We were just there to say 10 gurus, langar, seva, gurdwara, panj pyare, sahibzade, that kind of stuff. And it was going great. It was going really great. And remember, we were just people with hearts. No, we're not educated, we're not trained in this. We just thought, kuch kariye apa.
Ji. So that started in 2008.
That started in 2008.
And that's lasted for 1 year, haven't you?
And currently still going on.
Still going on.
Hanji.
Yeah. But it's been a very big journey. If I look back into what you guys have been able to achieve and what you are also thriving to do for the future, it's been a very, very big sort of roller coaster journey in all spheres of life, touching a lot of people's hearts, getting the blessings of a lot of people, which sometimes they don't even share that, because the feelings and the blessings come from inner heart because of what Maharaj has blessed you guys to do and what you have been privileged to do. One thinks that asi karta, I always personally think it's Maharaj Kronan.
Absolutely.
Maharaj di bakshish hai ki thonu seed bakshi, thonu soji bakshi. And then again, which is a very proud thing for us, is our youth. Randeep ji and Balbir ji, a lot of youth I see with you guys getting involved, wanting to be part of it. And what you've been able to do in the last 10 years, because you've been building year on year. And I think so, if I'm not wrong, you were the first sort of institute which started this seva in the UK?
Yes, and I say this humbly but proudly. I say this. So why do I say this proudly? I say this proudly because I feel that Maharaj Guru Nanak Dev Ji blessed us to be the first Sikh organisation to officially take the message of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's langar onto the streets of the UK. And I think, when we first started, I don't think we actually realised what was going on here. We thought, we came across. So I'll give you a little bit of history. So in 2009, we were approached by a homeless person, said, "Can you help us?" We thought, "Chalo, kal ne help." What's his problem? And when I saw this person, I saw a reflection of my own father.
Right, okay.
Pag, Dari, and he said, "I'm homeless, manu help karo, madad karo." We asked him how did you end up here? Kenda kaam hunda siga, hun main thoda bada ho gaya. The younger people are coming in. My immigration status is a bit iffy as well. So we thought, chalo, let's help him out, but not as official SWAT project. So what we did, onu kar leke ditta. and this is personally from us. We helped him shower, and then eventually with him, we repatriated him back to the Punjab, because that's where he wanted to go.
Okay.
But in between, Kanda, thank you for helping me. But mere wange de hor 200-300 hage ya South Hall de vich.
Okay.
We were shocked when we saw what we saw. I couldn't, I had to hold back my emotions.
Sure.
I'm not a very emotional person, as you probably know.
Sure.
And I was shocked, and I thought, you know what, we have to kuch karna paina sanu. So we set up a project. In fact, it was a Facebook page called Help the Southall Homeless.
Yes.
And that went crazy.
Yeah.
All over the UK, in fact, all over the world.
Yes.
People said, Sanu daso apa ki kariye. And so from 2009, 10, 11 to 2012, every single day we were dealing with these people. Dealing with the police, dealing with immigration, dealing with drug agencies, alcohol agencies, dealing with faith leaders, the council. Any agency that we could find help for these people, we were doing it. And we were relentless. We were not going to stop until this problem was sorted. Because how can you have in 2009, 10, 11, 12, so many people, sade bande, and we're proud. We say, we're top of the table, we're well-to-do. How could we be homeless? No, we were not going to allow this to happen. And so we drove hard at this project.
Okay. Randeep, when you started this way back in 2008,
Anji.
How many guys were you in total who were part of it at that time, when initial starting stage?
5 jane sige.
5 jane si. Okay ji.
So, yeah.
Guru Maharaj di kirpa ne hun je aapa SWAT di team jehdi Anishkam SWAT di team di gall kariye. Guru Maharaj di kirpa ਨਾਲ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਸੇਵਾਦਾਰ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੱਗੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ?
So, I would say, if you just look alone at just the homeless project,
ji
700 bande.
Right.
And by next couple of weeks, it will be 750, because we've got a new intake of volunteers.
Sure. Okay.
And then if you add the youth club and all the other volunteers that we have, under 1,000 volunteers, just under 1,000 volunteers.
And these 1,000 volunteers are committed day in, day out of the projects you guys are running. Seva karan lai, to feed the homeless, whatever projects you're running, they are fully committed with themselves.
These are committed volunteers. These are not just stats for us that aage chale gaye. These are, so we make it difficult for if you want to volunteer for us, not difficult, but it's a quite a strenuous process. You have to first send an email, then we have to wait for the training, then you have to go through the training. Once you're trained, you have to then be put onto a rota.
Okay.
So, and then we also charge a fee, but it's not a fee that asi paise banone hai. It's a fee we're trying to add value to what we're doing.
True.
So before the fee, we were having 50, 60, 70, 80 volunteers every month coming forward. Because as you feel out that all the serious ones are now coming, 40, 50 of them.
Okay. As a human being, as a son, you would say, when you were talking that the elder person you saw your father in him. When you do that thing, when you are privileged to serve him, how did it feel? What did you feel inner? Because I think it's very important for us in this day and age. Guru Maharaj ne sab nu bahut kuch bakshiya hai. Aapa sare nu Malik ne bahut beyan cheezan ditiyan han. Kai wari aapa anjaan samjh ke bhi bhul janne ha कि लोड़वंद दी भी आपां नूं लोड़ हेल्प करन दी लोड़ है. So how did that feel when you were able to achieve with the elders what he wanted you to achieve?
Do you know, I'll be honest with you, the first initial few weeks, it was a great feeling. It was a very proud feeling. It was makarta kush. But then I suddenly realized, and this is through Sangat of Mahapurush, that they bring you back to earth. Yeah. From here they cut you down and boom. Actually, mata kuch kita nahi. Like, and then I was, so there was this feel good factor. You know, I just want to touch upon another topic here. You know, you said, how did you feel? Okay, so we think that we're doing something for them, but look at what they've done for us.
Yes.
They've given us this feeling. So we get this feel good factor that, you know, ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਕੀਤੀ, ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਮਦਦ ਕੀਤੀ, ਰੱਬ ਨੇ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੋਣਾ ਆ, ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੋਣਾ. Everyone's going to look at us and say ਕਿੰਨੇ ਚੰਗੇ ਬੰਦੇ. But you know what, soon I realized we're not in it for that.
It's a blessing. It's not what you, ਜਦੋਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਸੇਵਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਨਾ ਜੀ, ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਢੋਮੇਲ ਬਣਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ, महाराज कुछ समा बनाउंदा then ਅਸੀਸ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਜੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਸ ਦੀ ਵੈਲਿਊ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤਰਸ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸੀਸ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਵੇ ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਲੋੜਵੰਦ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਜਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਭਾਗ ਸਮਾਂ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਕਰ ਬੈਠੀ ਉਹ ਸੀਸ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਮੋਨਟਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਉੱਚੀ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਦੇ ਭੰਡਾਰੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਭਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸੀਸ ਹੈ
ਹਾਂਜੀ you know I remember the first time ਜਦੋਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ thank you very much thank you you really helped me God bless you you know we wish even the people who were not religious or even the atheists used to say God bless you because ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਇਹ ਰੱਬ ਦੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਆ and very very quickly we realized we used to say don't thank us thank God because it's all come from there we've not invented anything new here this is the concept of langar we cannot take credit for we have to chuck the langar message and throw it out there and say look this is Guru Nanak Dev Ji's langar it's here to stay and it's never going to finish
ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਮਤਲਬ we don't even think on that because ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ 20 ਰੁਪਏ ਦੇ ਲੰਗਰ ਦੀ ਅੱਜ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਨੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਓ ਚਾਹੇ ਇੰਸਟੀਚਿਊਟ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਵਰਗੇ ਨੇ ਚਾਹੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਨੇ ਗੁਰੂ का ਲੰਗਰ ਅਟੁੱਟ ਵਰਤਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਮੀਆਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਐਸੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਹੈ ਮਾਰਕ ਦੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਜੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਰੀਸੈਂਟਲੀ ਪਟਨਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤੋਂ ਦੇਖ ਲਓ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ 350 ਸਾਲ 1,20,000 ਬੰਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ 'ਚ ਇੱਕ ਲੰਗਰ 'ਚੋਂ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਲੰਗਰ ਲੱਗੇ ਸਨ ਇਹ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਹੈ ਇਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਬੰਦੇ ਦਾ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਦੇਣ ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਨੇ ਐਸੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ 'ਤੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਪੂਰਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਕੋਈ ਆ ਦੇ ਦਿਓ ਤਾਂ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਲੰਗਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਪੂਰਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਵੇ
ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ when you involve yourself in this type of seva that's when you realize actually this is it's not in our hands
ਕਰੇ ਕਰਾਵੇ ਆਪੇ ਆਪ ਮਾਲਕ ਆਪ ਕਰਾ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਪਪਟ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਸਾਡਾ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਚੰਗਾ ਕੰਮ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਜੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਚੰਗਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ we have to praise ਕਿ whatever ਮਾਲਕ has blessed these ਹੁਣ ਜਿਹਦਾ youth ਹੈ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ if youth does the right thing ਤੁਸੀਂ look at what ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਮਾਲਕ has given first ਕਿ ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸੋਝੀ ਬਖਸ਼ੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਦਰਦ ਉੱਠਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਆਮ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਤੁਰੀ ਫਿਰਦੀ ਸੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਦਰਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਉੱਠਿਆ ਮਾਲਕ ਨੇ ਸਮਾਂ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਜੀ ਐਂਡ ਯੂ ਲੁੱਕ ਬੈਕ ਦੋਸ 9-10 years back ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਯੰਗਸਟਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿਹਨੇ ਏਜ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਚੁਰ ਹੁੰਨੇ ਆ ਸਮਟਾਈਮਸ ਸੋਝੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਬੰਦਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਯਾਰ ਆਪਣਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਕਾਹਨੂੰ ਖਰਾਬ ਕਰਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਕਰਨਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਉਹ ਕਰਨਾ ਇਟਸ ਅ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਬਾਲ ਗੇਮ Bilbi ji, you've been with Nishkam SWAT as well as young Gursikh. How are you feeling as well, being part of it? What's the inner sort of feelings from your heart that what Guru Maharaj has blessed this institute to carry on doing what it's been doing for the last so many years, being part of it, and as an experience, Kuki, you've just been with them for nearly, what, 3-4 years now?
Yeah, since 2013.
2013, yeah. Okay,
yeah. So I started in Seva with them probably towards the end of 2013.
Okay.
It was just through a friend of mine, Sandeep, who told me to come and meet Randeep and see what they're doing in the Strand in London, feeding the homeless of all faiths. So it kind of intrigued me. So I went there, had a look, and I didn't do the seva. I just came to have a look, and I met Randeep there for the first time, and I was just shocked. I went home that evening, feeling so bad that I'm going back to a warm bed, and where they're going back to wherever bridge or wherever they were coming from. So and coming from, I was a Monna at the time. I started to go regularly. And this feeling that you get when you're doing this seva is like Randeep said, you do actually start feeling like you've done something good, but you have to again very carefully have to be humble and think you're not doing this seva. Maharaj is giving you this seva to do. Take it humbly and do it. And it's because of Nishkam SWAT, because of the seva, because of the Sangat I'm around. Maharaj blessed me even coming onto this Gursikhi side and actually receiving Amrit. So I think it's the work that is being carried out and is growing from places, from town to towns. We're growing at the moment, so it's very good.
Good. While we've been talking on this, when you started off this, and I was reading on your website, there's a lot of projects you guys have started. We'll dissect one by one the different projects you guys are doing. Now, if we start from the homeless, which we've talked in detail a bit, yeah, right? Obviously, it's at a national level now, is it?
International.
International.
So,
okay.
So we're in about 11 locations in the UK.
Right. Okay.
Then we have a small team in Delhi.
Okay.
They do their part.
Right.
We have a very strong team in Argentina.
Okay.
And Singaya from Argentina. And he was literally homeless when he came here. And he thought it was like India. I can go to England with no money, but he soon realised that nobody's going to put you up for free. So we accommodated him. We said, look, tu aaja, and one of the things you need to do for us is that's all we ask from you. And he was so taken back with what he saw and what he witnessed. Argentina project karna under the banner of Nishkam, SWAT and no other banner.
Okay.
And he's been doing it for nearly 2 years now, and he's growing it, and he's spreading that. See, if you ask me what's my agenda, my agenda is the world should know who Guru Nanak Dev Ji was. That's the bottom line. So now we've taken that message of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's langar to Argentina. And then I had a phone call last week from Toronto, and there's a lady there, and she said, I want to do this. There's plenty of people doing it, but no one's doing it the way you're doing it. And I'm not saying this proud, I'm saying it humbly. Again, it's the teachings from Mahapurush that we learn to stay humble about this.
Yeah, I think it's very important as a human being, whatever we do, and as we discussed earlier on, it's a privilege. Yeah, it's a privilege that God gives you. We don't know what is going to happen tomorrow morning. Whether the Almighty will switch off our senses. We don't know. God will put some disability on. You don't know.
No.
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਾਰਜ ਮਾਲਕ ਕਰਾਈ ਚੱਲੇ ਤੇ ਮਾਲਕ ਸੇਵਾ ਲਈ ਚੱਲੇ ਉਹ ਵਡਭਾਗੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਹਨਾ ਜੀ ਐਂਡ ਵੀ ਆਰ ਆਲ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਕਾਰਜ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਧਰਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਕਾਰਜ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਭਲੇ ਦੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ you look at people who have so much money who want to do something still can't do it and here Maharaj sanu bakshish kar dinde ne theek hai aap sare well off roti khane but malik aisi bakshish kar dinde ne ki thodi wavelength change ho jandi hai your mental focus changes to serve others not serve yourself
that's right
that's where we become a bit different ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਲਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੋਚ ਰਹੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਨੁੱਖਤਾ ਦੀ ਭਲਾਈ ਦੇ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਆਟੋਮੈਟਿਕਲੀ ਹੰਬਲਨੈਸ ਇਨਸਾਨ 'ਚ ਆਉਣੀ ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਯੂ ਵਿਲ ਬੀ ਵੈਰੀ ਹੰਬਲਡ ਐਂਡ ਇਟ ਬ੍ਰਿੰਗਸ ਟੀਅਰਸ ਟੂ ਯੂਰ ਆਈਜ਼ ਆਈ ਰਿਮੈਂਬਰ you guys also were involved in serving in Africa ਜਦੋਂ ਮਾਰੇ ਦਾ 350 ਸਾਲ ਹੋਇਆ in Nairobi and in the areas which are no-go areas
the slums
ਆਪ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸਲਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਲੰਗਰ ਵਰਤਾਇਆ ਤੇ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਬਾਲ ਵਿੰਗਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਇਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਹੀ ਹੈ
without Maharaj's protection and guidance we are nothing we
where
are
the
nowhere
police tells you can't go you have to have a police escort to go and you were able to go and serve and get the blessings of those children in that dangerous territories ये हमारे दी खेल है
but do you know how that's possible and this is my personal opinion when you go with a clean heart and you go with absolute passion and prem then Rabb is there with you
जी महाराज तो हमेशा अपने नाल ने महाराज ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਮੈਨੀ ਸੋਝੀ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਸੇਧ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਰਹੀਏ ਨਾ ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਦ ਗਾਈਡਰ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਗਾਈਡਸ ਯੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਆਲਵੇਸ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਡਰਦੇ ਆ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਆਪਾਂ ਛੋਟੇ ਹੁੰਨੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਤੋਂ ਡਰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਆ ਕੀਤਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਗੁੱਸੇ ਹੋਣਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਡੈਡ ਗੁੱਸੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਮਾਂ ਗੁੱਸੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਵੱਡੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਮਾਂ-ਬਾਪ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਾਂ ਮਾਂ-ਬਾਪ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਫਿਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਡਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਡਰ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਿਆਣਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਡਰਾਉਣੇ ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਡਰਦੇ ਇੱਕ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਲੀਗ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਭਾਣੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਤੋਂ ਡਰਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਸੁਖਾਲੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਐਂਡ ਅਗੇਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕੌਨਸ਼ੀਅਸ ਹੈ ਕੌਨਸ਼ੀਅਸ ਇਜ਼ ਟੂ ਸਰਵ ਕੌਨਸ਼ੀਅਸ ਇਜ਼ ਟੂ ਹੈਲਪ ਜਦੋਂ ਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਹੀ ਸਿੰਪਲ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਕੋਈ ਕੰਪਲਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਾਰਜ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ ਕਿ ਉੱਥੇ ਖੜੇ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਪੂਰਾ ਟਰੱਕ ਇੱਕ ਬ੍ਰੈਡ ਦਾ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਤੇ ਨੈਰੋਬੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਖੜਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਉਹ मैं उन्होंने गुरमुखा ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਜੀ ਆ ਟਰੱਕ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਬੇਕਰੀ ਸੀ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਦੀ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਸੇਵਾ ਪਾਉਣੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਟਰੱਕ ਭੇਜਤਾ ਟਰੱਕ ਨੂੰ ਹੈਂਡਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਸਮਾਨ ਰੱਖਣ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਪੈ ਗਈ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਸਰਵ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਜਿਸ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਅੱਛੇ ਕੰਮ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਸੇਵਾ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹਰ ਕੋਈ ਆਪਣਾ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਸੋ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲੀ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਇਸ ਵਕਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਸੇਵਾ ਨਿਭਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ UK ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਟਾਊਨਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਇਸ ਵਕਤ
So we are in our local area, Southall. We still got ad hoc service going on in Southall because of the Lord Haji Hagiya. We are in Slough, we are in Windsor, Reading, Brighton, Colchester, Oxford, and London, central London, in Camden. So and plus we, you know, as we keep going forward, day by day, week by week, month by month. See, we grow organically. We haven't got a strategic plan where we're thinking next week we're going to be there, next week we're going to be there, the next month we're going to. No, it's just Loria apa otte jaunge. We'll do a reconnaissance mission. We'll find out is it really necessary for us to be here, and then we'll make sure if we have to be there, that's it. We're going to be there to stay.
When you go to these different places, when you serve, so even important for our viewers to know what do you serve to the communities when you go out there? आप की serve करते हो जो hot food is it? What do you serve?
So we do everything across the board. Hot food, cold food, hot drinks, cold drinks. Kapde, sleeping bags, clothes. One thing that I always say to everybody who wants to donate, give us जो तुसी खाने तुसी ओ सानू दो. So if you eat Walker's crisps, give us Walker's. If you eat Tesco value, give us Tesco value. We don't mind. But we want to keep it to that high standard. So on a typical evening, we have pasta, pizza. Sometimes we have wraps. Then we have the non-perishable, which biscuits, crisps, bars. Sometimes we have cheese and yogurt with that. And then we have the cold drinks, which is Barney and possibly fizzy drinks. And then further along, we have the hot drinks. The hot drinks are made to specific requirement of each person. It's not just chai party, coffee party. It's how much milk, how much sugar. And it's, you know, because then seva vaddi ya jehda banda banaunda ya.
On a typical night, just aap you Central London jande ho, Central London being such a populated area, and I've seen some of your footages as well. A lot of people queue up, a lot of people come. Average kinne k bande aake shakte ne?
So I go out on a Sunday night. So Sunday is one of the busiest. So average between 250 to 350. Hanji.
A matter of also curiosity for myself that when you guys you have your own van which takes everything and you guys all go with it and they all stand calmly in the queue and just come and get the food. Is that how it happens?
So because we've been going for so long, I'm not going to say we've trained them. They've trained themselves. And anu pata lag gaya hun. Because when we first started, it used to be just mayhem. Sorry, they want to get to the front of the table, and we said we're not opening the doors until there's a queue made. So then now if you go and stand there before we get there, maybe even an hour, there'll be a queue, like an L-shaped queue. And they know I'm in the front, I'm second, I'm third, and if anybody tries to push in, they'll say no, we're waiting here. So, and the other very, very important element to what we do is we try and make sure that some kind of Simran Mool Mantar is playing in the background. And the reason for this is not because we want to make them sick or we want to do part for them. We do, but the main reason is because it creates that atmosphere. Even if they walk past and they hear it, it's like jido hath pao ag de vich sarjana. You do it knowingly, sarjana. You do it unknowingly, sarjana. Bani, you walk past it and you hear it, it's going to have some kind of effect on you. So not only is the food, the positive energy through the food while it's being served. We say to see naam japo, Rab da naam chide karo, regardless whether you're Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Jew, jo vi tusi hange, because we have a broad base of volunteers. different backgrounds.
जी.
We always say to them, Rab da naam chate karo. So when you serve it with love and passion and compassion, and you say Waheguru, and they take it, and that positiveness goes then to them with the part in the background.
Sure.
It's the perfect recipe.
Sure. When you see these guys, when you serve them, obviously they must be commenting as well. You know, I mean, they must say something. You know, I mean, Maharaj ji sama kiste na liave, but zindagi di reality hai that we see all these things happening in front of our eyes. The underprivileged, the homeless, the people who can't even get one meal a day. We see that all over the world, unfortunately. But a lot of institutes are doing a lot of good work, which was one of you or one of your institutes the same as well. What sort of things do they say to you? You know, if they pass by when they eat or they've given a comment. It'll be nice for the Sangat to know what sort of feedback, what they comment.
So many things. Thank you, God bless you, you are angels. This is the first time I've eaten today. You guys are great. They want to hug you sometimes.
You end up building a rapport with them as well. So
that's right.
And so they know every time you come in, like a yari dosti ban jandi hai, so you actually end up knowing them. But they're always like, thank you so much. But then our response is always, thank God, not us.
That's right.
We're nobody.
Sure. And Babiji, when you're doing that, whatever, it's an hour and a half, whatever it takes you guys to do it, yeah, I would assume like jado banda seva karda, you don't even realize where the time has gone, because it's a full action with everybody doing their bits and bobs. As Randeep has been from the word go with the Nishkam SWAT yourself for the last 4 or 5 years, how do you feel the take-home message when you come back home in the evening? कि आज मालिक ने रहमत की थी, आज सुभाग समा बने कि I had to go, I was able to serve, I was able to do some seva. What feeling do you have when you get back as a youngster, as a youth?
I generally, when I come back, I just do an ardas for thanking Maharaj for how how the evening is gone. You know, no problems, everybody's happy, and just thanking them that we're doing this seva humbly, because you can easily get ego.
Yes.
You can easily feel proud of yourself. Which you should feel proud to do what you want to do, but don't have too much ego where you're just thinking, oh, I did nothing. I just help load up, take the food there. We have sevadars there who give the food. If there's not enough sevadars, then we'd help ourselves and start serving it. So, but it's a humbling feeling. But it's just Maharaj. We always thank Maharaj.
You know, sorry, I just want to just interject one point. I remember, and it's still the case now. If you look at our volunteers, they don't necessarily have a pag or a dari. That doesn't matter. And so many have said that, we've been waiting for something like this to come along because we've lost faith in the Gurdwara. It's a sad thing to say, but this is reality. So I kind of analyse what's going on here, and I've come to a conclusion that organisations like ours are back doors to Gurdwara. It's a back door into Sikhi, it's a back door into connecting with Maharaj.
Yeah, I agree with you, but also what you got to keep in mind is that Maharaj sama banaunda hunda. Maharaj makes the time through different ways, whether an organisation or whether when you go to Gurdwara you meet somebody who changes your mental thing. These things happen. Guru Maharaj jadon sama banauna ਆਪਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਵੀ ਛਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਦੀ ਦਾਤ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਕਿ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਉਹ ਵਕਤ ਬਣਾ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੀ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਭੁੱਖ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਕਿ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਮੈਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਲਾ ਬਣਾ। ਹਾਂਜੀ। ਸੋ ਅਗੇਨ ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਦ ਸਿੱਖ ਈਥੋਸ ਵੈਲਿਊਜ਼ ਤੇ ਜੋ ਸੇਵਾ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ, ਜਦੋਂ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਸੇਵਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਆਟੋਮੈਟਿਕਲੀ ਫਿਰ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਉਸ ਦੀ ਚਰੂਨ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਹਾਂਜੀ। Then you want to do more in Sikhi, you want to learn more in Sikhi, then your concept of thinking of the Gurdwara changes. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਬੜੀ ਵੀਕਨੈਸ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਦੇ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਖੱਟ ਕੇ ਲੈਣਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ। ਹਾਂਜੀ। ਆਮ ਨਾਟ ਇੰਟਰਸਟਿਡ ਕਿ ਤੇ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੀਡੈਂਟ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਮਹਾਂਪੁਰਸ਼ ਕੌਣ, ਨਹੀਂ, ਮੈਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਤੇ ਚੱਲਣਾ, ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨੇ ਨੇ, ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਸੀਸ ਲੈਣੀ ਆ, ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਮਿਲੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸੇਵਾ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਵੇ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਇੱਕ ਘੜੀ ਆਦੀ ਘੜੀ ਸਫਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਦੈਟਸ ਦ ਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਵੀ ਆਲ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਥਿੰਕ ਬਾਈ ਪਰਸਨਲ ਓਪੀਨੀਅਨ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਵੀ ਆਰ ਦੇਅਰ ਟੂ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰਿਵਿਲੇਜ। ਇੱਕ आप जी ने शेयर करना कथावाचक की बहुत सोहनी कथा सी कि जिहड़ी गड्डी तुहानूं घरों लैके गुरुद्वारा साहब आई आ, वो गड्डी दा लोहा भी तर गया।
Wow.
ऐसी महाराज दी बख्शी क्योंकि महाराज दे दर ते लैके आई ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪ ਜੀ महाराज दरबार च आए हो तो आप जी के नेत्रा ने महाराज दर्शन किए आप जी नेत्र पुत्र होए सीस आप जी का गुरु महाराज के चरणों जो चुकिया महाराज की सीस मिली महाराज दरबार च बैठ के जो महाराज की बाणी आप जी के कन्ना विच पैंदी है गलती नाल कह रहे सी गलती नाल एंड इट इज ट्रू अपने स्वासां की पूंजी चो भी वो बाणी आप गाने एंड इट इज ट्रू
and you know from that point that you made look how blind we are to everything.
Yes, but again you learn. We are not we all learn every day. You learn from these things, then you try to adapt that into your lifestyle. I need to do this because we're not perfect, we are human beings. अपने विच कमियां बहुत हो जांदियां ने सो ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਫਿਰ ਉਹੀ ਨਾ ਸੰਗਤ ਪੰਗਤ ਵੀ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਬੰਦਾ ਸਿੱਖਦਾ ਨਾ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਗੁਰਮੁਖਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਗੁਰਮੁਖਾਂ ਵਾਲੇ ਗੁਣ ਆਣਗੇ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਮਨਮੁਖਾਂ ਵਾਲੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਆਉਗੀ ਸੋ ਦੈਟਸ ਵੇਅਰ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਹੈਸ ਟੈਲਡ ਅਸ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਭਾਈ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਦਰ ਤੇ ਜਾਓ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਇਹ ਬਾਰੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਦੇਖੋ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਭਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਣ ਹੈ ਆਪਣੇ ਹਰ ਟਾਊਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਰ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਕੋਨੇ-ਕੋਨੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਉੱਚੇ ਸੁੱਚੇ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਨਗਰ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਹਰ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਿਕਲਦੇ ਨੇ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਫੁੱਲਤ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਹੈ that's what we got to look into ਕਿ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਦੇਣ ਹੈ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਹੈ ਬਾਕੀ as Sikhs we sometimes are very negative in criticizing our own selves I always think that we need to look at what Maharaj is blessing us to do in different things in different ways ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੜੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਸੀਸ ਮਾਲਕ ਦੀ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਆਪ ਫੂਡ ਸਰਵ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ every day what you do so you cook it yourselves or you ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ
so for example I'll give you an example Mondays we cook pasta from Martindale Road Gurdwara. They provide it and that goes to Camden. On Tuesdays langar onda so it could be pasta or a biryani or it could be wraps from Karamsar Gurdwara in Ilford. On a Wednesday Punjab restaurant in central London they provide the food jo marji asi ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹੀਏ it's done. Thursday there's a pasta place called Pasta Brown and Auburn on there and you know the interesting thing is every time we go and pick the food up every time I personally go and I speak to these people I always say you know tell your chefs to pray while they cook the food especially sanu pata gurdwara ta bakshish ho jani but when they come from the pasta place I will always make that point let's put some positive energy into this because this is the game changer this is the uniqueness of what we're trying to do here the whole world can go and feed people but we want to put Maharaj's message into the food so the receiver it will change that person's life
good moving on to the youth club so there's a lot I think so we can still talk on that but I think so we got to keep it on the time as well youth club what does that stand for within the Nishkam SWAT sort of?
Okay, so the youth club, the whole ethos again is the ethos of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. It's about Sarbat Tapala. It's about the whole message is of the dangers of drugs and alcohol.
Yes.
So we're not there to say to the kids like a teacher, pyar de naal to show them the dangers and then to engage with the parents and then to say to the parents these are the signs that you need to keep an eye out for and these are the signs you need to keep an eye out for your kids as well their friends because kadi it could be the friends and the parents might not know so there's so much education needed on this topic because you know today you go to an average Sikh house bottle on the table we need to change this because you know alcohol is the biggest killer on the planet at the moment we did you know what I remember the 2008 youth club about 35 kids I asked them a question so there was about 25 Sikhs mixed monne and there was I think there was a couple of Muslims vi sige kale vi sige so we said who I asked the question do you think Sikhs are allowed to drink I think majority ne haath khari gale yes Sikhs are allowed to drink and I got annoyed I said listen I'm asking you serious question I'm not joking but we're answering you seriously and ek Musliman ne haath kita kehda I know for a fact Sikhs are not allowed to drink religiously and then when I asked the Sikh children, I got to see this, oh, why are Sikhs allowed to drink? My dad drinks, my mum drinks, my granny drinks, my granddad drinks. You know, my mum has wine at weddings, my dad has beer at home every day. So can you see culturally what's happened here? That you're growing up as a Sikh and you're thinking alcohol is actually allowed in my faith. So our job is to say, actually, alcohol is not allowed, and our job is to plant that seed of Sikhi into that child, so that child will then go home and question, what's this bottle doing here?
Very valid point, because unfortunately, if we look at the realities of the world we live in, and the alcohol is a major problem, and with Sikhism it's a major problem, because we don't admit, but a lot of the Sikh brothers get addicted to it, and it ruins the whole family and the generations to come as well. Malik meher karan, bakshish karan ki aapa is passe to bachde rahiye. And again, it's good you're guiding and putting the seeds in from a very young age, so the kids know that I need to be away from this thing. So in this youth club, sort of how many kids are involved presently in these?
So we have a youth club in Southall, one in Slough, and one in Leicester. And average of about 30-40 kids at each youth club. And the whole essence is, you know, again, it's about the drug. So the fun part is playing games, table tennis, and day trips. And then there's a serious part. And then there's a seed planting part as well.
It's important, because presently, if we look at the drug addiction problem we suffer all around the world, is very scary. And I think so no parent wants his children to be in that, and you have to then educate, as you guys are saying, and important for kids to understand the dangers of that sort of thing, which can ruin their whole life and the health as well. Moving on from the youth club, you also have a football academy?
We do. Once a week.
Just expand on that.
So when we set up the youth club, naturally, you know, we ask questions to the kids. What else do you want to do? And they said, we want to play football. So we said, Jalo, we'll set up a youth academy. So a football academy. So we set up once a week in Hayes. Kids come, we have FA approved coaches, and they come, they teach them. So it's just another avenue for them.
Kids to get involved in physical activities.
That's right,
Okay, good. What sort of age group are these kids then?
Anything from 5-6 years upwards.
Okay. Okay. And at a time, how many kids?
30-40.
30-40 kids.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Martial arts, another thing which is very important for self-defense and everything.
So, you know, again, the kids, I want to learn how to fight. A good friend of mine, Laxakon, he's a pro MMA fighter. Undefeated. Very dangerous banda. And I said to him, I said, you know, we should do something. And so we originally in 2009, we started the MMA class. He set the Beast Fight Club up in Ramgriya Hall on South of Broadway. And that place soon it outgrew. And then he moved the class to Nord Green, Khaas School. And today he's running 3 classes. Monday, Wednesdays and Sundays. And mixed, you know, for girls, boys, any age are welcome. And you know what, that club is amazing. It is amazing. It teaches you self-discipline.
And it's very important, the physical strength of the body, because if you look at the age and the time we're going through, it's all gone onto the phones and technology and sitting on sofas and watching TVs and playing games. The physical activity is very, very important to bring the full strength in the bodies of the youth. SWAT Turban Academy, another one.
Another one, currently it's on the back burner, this one. We had it, we had a Turban Academy in Slough, Singapore Gurdwara, we had one in Havelock Road, and we had one at HQ. But I think they set up their own ones. So they
do it local levels, good. Amaya Car project, this is another one you guys are involved in.
So this.
What does that mean?
So
share that with
basically, it's now rebranded as the Elderly Care Project. So the Elderly Care Project is a project where we visit old people's homes. And we ask the old people home, the managers, which which are the old people? In fact, you know what? Let me tell. Balbir will expand on that because he's very much involved in that project.
Yeah, if you can expand on that.
Yeah, it's a project where we as volunteers go and see some of the residents who fortunately don't have anybody to see them at all.
Sure.
So some of the elderly care residents who live there, a lot of them suffer from dementia. So there's one particular care home that we go to, they suffer from dementia, and a lot of them don't have anybody to come and see them.
Okay.
So there's a group of us volunteers who go every other week to the particular care home, and we just spend time either talking to them, listening to them, playing little games with them. Sometimes we buy them little things because sometimes their hands are weak, so buy them like soft balls to kind of strengthen their hands.
Yeah, sure.
So it's a very humble way for us just to give our time to the elderly who in this day and age are forgotten, especially one in the care homes. A lot of people who don't realise that the elderly who are in care homes are the forgotten people. Anybody living with their own parents, in the care homes, they don't have that. And we go to another one in Southall which doesn't suffer from dementia, but there again we met a Sardar there, Singh there recently. We went there, and one of our volunteers, he used to talk to us and tell us that he's very connected with Singh Sabha, Southall Gurdwara, and he knows this person, that person. So one of our volunteers actually spoke to one of his friends who hadn't seen him in years, took him from the Gurdwara to on that particular Saturday, and when they saw each other, it was so emotional. They both started crying. It's very touching seva. It's hard. I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's something I would tell a lot of volunteers to get involved in.
Very valid point, Mulbiji, because unfortunately, we look in the society where we are today, and the generations have forgotten. I will say this because what the parents do for the children, we all are parents here, look what we tend to do for children. We forget what our elders have done for us to take us to the level where we are today. And where society has changed, with due respect, we've all become very selfish. We don't want to take the burden of looking after them. Jo seva aap apne maa baap di ghar baith ke kar sakde ha, it doesn't cost you that much.
It's the biggest seva.
It is the biggest seva. And I remember an old guy saying, ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਚੌਂਕੀਦਾਰ ਹਾਂ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਲਈ ਵੀ ਡੋਰ ਖੁੱਲੇ, ਆਉਂਦੇ ਲਈ ਵੀ ਡੋਰ ਖੁੱਲੇ. That's an elder would say to his children ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਘਰ ਬੈਠਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੇਫਿਕਰ ਕੰਮਾਂ ਤੇ ਚਲ ਜਾਓ, ਮੈਂ ਬੈਠਾ ਘਰ. Where we have to understand, it's sad, not just this part of the world, all over the world. You're seeing old people homes coming up in India now, which was never the case. We're forgetting. And we need to wake up. We need to wake up to understand that sadi duty hai, no matter what happens. We have to change our lifestyle to serve our parents till the Almighty has given them the last breaths to live in this world. And the cease you get, Sat Sangat, you will never get that from anyone else. The blessings they give you have no boundaries where they can take you. माँ बाप की सेवा सब तो उत्तम गिनी गई है. दिस इज बाणी टेलिंग अस कि माँ बाप की सेवा बड़े उच्चे भाग ने परिवारां दे जिहड़े माँ बाप की सेवा करते हैं. इट्स वेरी रणबीर राणा दी पंजाबी एक्टर which I was privileged to interview, he said something for 3 minutes which was over 3 million views on that 3 minute of his all over the world. And people talk, what he said was that he would come and say, Mom, tusi theek, and walk away. And his mother would say, are you, tusi apni maa naal lade hoye ho? Kehde nahi, kehde mere ko maa naal gall karan li koi gall hi nahi. And she says, tera 1 saal da munda tu aake onu kadi eh puchta, onu samajh pendi hai? Then he realized that main apne maa baap naal gallan kari. As you go and sit and talk, look at the feeling. They would think that mera munda mainu milan aaya hai. Is that right?
Yeah.
They think मेरा अपना पोता है मैंने मिलन. And look at the hurt. They will never. माँ बाप कदी दुरा शीश नहीं दिंदा अपने बच्चों नू, पर माँ बाप दा दिल ता दुखदा ना जी.
There was a elderly Godi we saw once.
जी.
And she was very old, and she saw us. It was like 3-4 of us volunteers walked in there, started to talk to her, and because nobody had kind of seen her apart from the daily nurses, she was just so happy to see us. She wanted to adopt us. She goes, "Can I adopt you guys as my children?" She was so fascinated by us, and she didn't want us to leave. After about 2 hours, we had to leave because we wanted to go see other people. But it's the souls that you're touching is amazing.
Vijay, and again, it's a very valid thing. We have to all think. We all attend funerals. We have to attend funerals one day or the other. We attend. And as the elders say, and as Mari the Bani says, "Maut apan jadon apan cremator udo yaad aa ke maut hai, it is a death." As soon as we've finished there, we're back to the rat race and our normal. We forget about it. Okay, next day or tomorrow, even I will be in the same boat. And this is where we need to all wake up. Nothing, even if you have to sacrifice something to serve your parents, is nothing what you're doing. You're not doing them a favor. You are doing a very big seva by the blessings of the Almighty that you have been made able to do that seva for your parents. It's very good. Does it touch when you see our elders up there? What feelings do you get as a youngster, Vijay? How does it touch your heart?
You get emotional at times.
Yes, it is. It is true. Even listening to you, it hurts when you say, this is what is happening.
But it's I just get warmness around my heart. It's a duty that I'm just a volunteer. I'm nobody special, but just all our volunteers who help out and go there and do it. Every single one of them take back. They just feel so warm that they wanna come back and do it. And what the elderly take from it, we will never know. But I know that they are taking a lot from what we're doing.
Yes, because I was speaking to Chaniji of Falab Group, and they also do the same. And he was saying to me that when he goes to deliver food to the house, because they do the seva to the house with the elderly on their own.
Okay.
And he says, "Oh, Siani Mama ko put mere ko 2 minute beja." You see, look at the time nowadays. We don't even have time to sit with them.
No.
For those who have worked all their lives so hard, and we are very lucky that we've got everything on the plate. They had to work so hard in this part of the world to be where we all are today, and to serve them and talk to them for 2 minutes or 4 minutes. And even the phone calls nowadays is peanut prices. You get free minutes to talk. We still can't talk. This is where the world has changed. The gimmicks of playing the games and doing the text messages, the verbal conversation. Unfortunately, when you look back and when you grow mature and then you think, "Oh, I just did this to my dad, he used to say this to me," it is too late. It's too late.
It's only when it's too late they realise.
Yes.
Definitely.
A lot to talk. I think so we've covered quite a bit. You guys also are involved in a lot of open days and different sports days. And I gather you've got some sports day coming up.
Yeah, we have a 5-a-side World Cup planned. And again, I'm going to pass on to Blue here because this was his idea.
Sure.
So he's the brainchild behind it. And we should. And I said, "Chalo." So
it's just we're organising a 5-a-side World Cup football tournament. It will be 16 teams, 4 groups, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and a final. So there will be like an award ceremony at the end of it, which will have a major from the army will be presenting the awards. And at the same time as that football tournament, which is going to be going on in Singh Sabha Slough, is we've also got a family fun day. So for all families, so we do benefit to all parents to bring their children, because there'll be like bouncy castle, gladiators, so many face paintings, henna artists, and we've actually got a charity car wash going on there as well. So we've got loads of things, and as all Nishkam SWAT events are, food will always be free. So a lot of things.
You don't need to say that.
But it's going to be an event that it's going to be hopefully March.
Big screen as well.
We're showing the big football game there as well.
So England are playing on that day.
Is it?
So we've got a huge screen out, so everyone can enjoy the game at the same time.
That's very good. That's good. Nadeep, one thing which I think we also need to share, that what Guru Maharaj has blessed you from 2009 up to now, all the UK media, even the Prime Minister goes out of the way to thank all these charities which are doing this unbelievable work all around UK, and you were the in the forefront when this started, and recently I gather the BBC has been also filming on yourselves. Can you just expand on that? What BBC has been doing and what is happening with that?
So they approached us, the BBC approached us about a year ago.
Okay.
And they said, we want to make a documentary on the work that you do.
Okay.
And so we sat down, we had some preliminary meetings.
Sure.
And I was just trying to gauge what their angle is. And, you know, because sometimes they want to twist things. And,
Sure.
And I found out that they just want to really report on this unique, they said, we see you everywhere. We see your vans, we see your uniforms that you wear. There's something different about you guys. So I said, all right, that's fine. We're happy with you. So what they've been doing is they've been following us around for the last 3 months. Okay. So they've gone to all our corporate events. So, for example, we went to the RBS head office, we went to the Home Office, we was at the MOD for a Vasaki event there. I was fortunate enough to be at the Queen's garden party just a couple of days ago.
Okay.
They tried to get permission to come in there as well because they want to put a whole picture of the background of these guys, what they're doing, and so what they want to do is they want to show a UK organisation what they've achieved within the last 10 years from their faith, from the faith element. Selfless. So this is from the selfless side, and you know, we've been talking about the title for this film as well, and you know, they wanted to call it the Karma Kitchen. I said, forget it, karma. We're not into karma. You know, we're into selflessness. And then I said, call it Heaven's Kitchen. Heaven's Langar Heaven to Aaya. And I said, call it Guru Nanak Dev Ji's kitchen. And I think they're going to call it the Street Food Soldiers. Okay. Street Food Soldiers. I think this.
This for the wider community. That's what they will be.
That's right. See, you know, when we think we're thinking blinkered.
Yes.
But
we think what from the Sikhi point of view.
They're thinking globally
because we are serving them. We are not serving majority of your. Unfortunately, a lot of the people who come and have the meals are from different communities, and majority of them are from the other faiths which come and eat. Now, when is this going to be aired then, Randeep ji?
The preliminary date that we have, it's going to be on BBC One on the 4th of July, 7:30.
What's half an hour or an hour's documentary?
Half an hour's documentary. So I feel very privileged and very humbled that, you know, to get a Sikh charity to be half an hour program, national television.
It's again Mare di Bakshish, because Sachai. What we got to keep into mind is that whatever we do, the truth in it shines. And that is what is recognized. You don't have to talk to people about it; they see it.
You know, on that point, we have to make a lot of decisions. We have to make so many decisions, and our decision process has become really easy now because it's simple. How would Guru Nanak Dev Ji want us to do this? Not how would I or Balbir or just how would Guru Nanak Dev Ji want us to do this? And the truthful way.
Leave everything Nuri Hat Tumare, then you don't have to worry. Bakshish hoti hai, aap pata hai, piece hai jigsaw de.
See, everything has to come back to Guru Nanak Dev Ji. It has to.
Guru Mare di Bakshish. We as Sikhs are very privileged that we are at the blessings of Guru Maharaj all the time. Randeep ji, I think we've got to keep another time. I've been instructed that we don't have much time. Guru Maharaj kirpa karan, bakshish karan, rahmat karan, ki aap ji nu isi tarah seva karan da subhag sama Guru Maharaj bakshde rehn. Te aap tan man tan de naal isi tarah seva karde raho. One very quick point, a lot of our viewers would like to donate or be part of it. Where do they contact you guys?
There's a good way to donate. We're doing a charity walk on the 7th of July. 26-mile walk. Get involved in that. Go to swatlondon.com. On there, we have a PayPal address, we have a standing order. You can get involved in the walk, you can get involved in the football tournament, or you can go to @Nishkam SWAT on Facebook page, or Instagram, or Twitter. Different avenues.
Good. Brilliant. बहुत आप जी का धन्यवाद दिल दे गहराइयों जो thank you so much. It was really good. I think so our viewers must have also had a lot to see what Nishkam SWAT is up to. आप अगे भी बेनती है कि आप अरदास करनी कि यूथ जो लगा हुआ है जिहड़ी सेवा ते लगे होए ने होर वध चढ़ के सेवा कर सकन. सिख धर्म दा गुरु महाराज दा गुरु नानक पातशाह दा गुरु का लंगर जो है ओदी जो असीस इन्हां नूं मिलदी है ते संगतां नूं जो बेचारे नहीं अफोर्ड कर सकदे जिन्हां नूं ਇਹ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸਰਵ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਬਲ ਬਖਸ਼ਣ, ਬੁੱਧੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਣ, ਇਹ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰ ਸਕਣ। ਆਓ ਆਪਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਲਈਏ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।